Cooking apa?
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today Appa is going to make the once a year dish, which is the 5 spice meat roll. Why is it I only made it once a year? Because it's a lot of work. So only Chinese New Year I will do it. Okay, so first of all, I'll be preparing some minced pork here, probably about 300 gram. And I'm going to mix it with some minced shrimp, yeah, prawn. Then what else I want to put in? I'm going to put in some carrot, yeah, minced carrot, minced shallot, minced ginger, minced garlic, minced jicama. You can use water chestnut or radish. I would say water chestnut is the first. Water chestnut should be your first choice. Secondly is jicama. If you can't find jicama, you can go for radish. To me, this is extremely important. This is the fresh coriander roots and some coriander. And what else? Of course, we need the wrapping bean curd sheet here. Now, there are two types of dried bean curd sheet that you can find in Malaysia. Number one is the salted type. Number two is the non-salted type. I prefer to use the non-salted type, yeah? Because salted type, you do need to use a cloth to gently wipe away the surface of the sheet, wipe away the salt on the surface of the sheet later. Yeah, one more step lah. Huh? And then when you marinate your meat later, also you don't want to make it too salty. Of course, we will need some one piece of egg as well. And then I'll be using some. Let's look at the condiment. I'll be using some salt, fine sugar, white pepper, my cooking appa chicken stock powder, some light soy sauce, oyster sauce, and Shaoxing wine, and of course you will need some cornstarch. So first of all, you want to marinate the minced meat here. So I put the meat, pork, and also the prawn inside a bigger bowl. Then I will put in the garlic, jicama. I normally prefer jicama over water chestnut because water chestnut is very troublesome to remove the skin. Appa lazy lah. Then some minced ginger, fresh coriander roots and fresh coriander, carrot, shallot. So I'm going to mix all this up first. Next, give it some seasoning. A bit of light soy sauce. Oyster sauce. Some of my cooking appa chicken stock powder. You can get it from Shopee Malaysia or Shopee Singapore or Vietnamese restaurant throughout the whole Malaysia. Few dashes of white pepper. Some fine salt. Some fine sugar. Shaoxing wine. Let's mix all this up first. Alright, it started to have a little bit more moisture here. Just now it's very, very dry. Then I'm going to give it some cornstarch. And I'm going to put in an egg. So cornstarch and egg will help to pull everything together, yeah? I almost forgot one thing. You put in some fragrance oil. I'm using sesame oil today. Or you can use garlic oil or ginger oil, whatever oil. Yeah. Any fragrance oil that you have. Then our marination is ready. After which you can put this in, cover it with a wrapping paper and put it inside the fridge to let it marinate for at least about 2 hours before we start to wrap it. So this is after 2 hours marinate from the fridge. You want the marination because you want the flavor to really sink in into every bits and every parts of the meat itself. Yeah. Then you can prepare a platform like this, and also put in the bean curd, and then with water at the side. First thing, like I said, the one I'm buying to the bean curd sheet that I have today is actually salted, so I have to remove. Yeah, put some water and use a cloth to remove the excessive saltiness from the surface of the bean curd. So one more step if you are using the salted ones. Yeah. I bought some non-salted one actually earlier from the wet market, but it is too dry, so I can't use it. Then after that, put some meat in the middle. Then you can start rolling it. One round. Second round. Then you can press the side. Then we give it some water. Some will put some cornstarch here. To me, actually using water already can make it stick. From my experience, you don't really need cornstarch, but you can if you want to. Yeah, it's going to be more sticky then. All right. Okay, so that's how you wrap up the bean curd and meat roll. Yeah. Right, so this is my steamer plate, and I put a piece of cloth, as you can notice here. I put a piece of cloth on the steaming plate, then only I put the meat roll on top of it. So why? Two reasons. Number one, this meat roll can stick to the steaming plate very, very easily, and it can also stick to each other very easily. So you want to separate them, and then you also want to don't let it have direct contact with your steamer and steamer plate. And then secondly, the cloth is going to be used as it's going to help to absorb the moisture, so that it doesn't have excessive moisture on the steaming plate also. Previously, I used to use baking paper. So baking paper, yes, it will not stick, but it can. The moisture actually can remain on the baking paper, and making the moisture will actually make the meat roll looks not as good huh? So I think this is the first year I try to use a cloth. I think it's the best way. I'm still thinking whether I want to do this. So what we normally do is we'll steam it for about 10 minutes. Then after that, you can keep it inside the freezer already. Where every time before you want to eat, just take it out and fry it for about 2-3 minutes. Done. There's another way. Probably I'm not sure whether I want to try with this piece or not. So this is before steaming. I can actually use a knife to quickly cut it into a few pieces and then fry it straight away. That also can be done. Yeah. All right. I have heated up the steamer. then I will put in and let it steam for about 10 minutes. Right, so this is after about 10 minutes steaming. You can see I'm going to take it out and let it rest outside, let it cool down before I'm going to fry it. Yeah. See what I mentioned earlier? By using the cloth, number one, it doesn't, the moisture doesn't build up at all. Because when the moisture starts to build up, it will actually ruin the meat roll. Second thing, it doesn't stick at all. So that's the beauty of using a cloth. This year, I decided to do something different to my 5-spice meat roll. I actually, after steam just now, I actually cut it into chunks like this, and I coat it with a little bit of cornstarch, and I'm going to fry it like that. So you become something like a xia zao. I don't know what's the word for it in English, but you can do either way. Normally, what I used to do is I will just fry the whole stick of the meat roll. Using medium-low heat. Yeah, this one also you should use medium-low heat to slowly fry. But I must say, normally people make the xia zao. They will actually fry when it is still raw, not fry after it is cooked. But today, Appa decided to do something different. Okay. So the purpose of frying today is not to make it cook because it is already cooked. Yeah. So I just want to give it some. Brown the surface, that's it. And to be honest with you, when they fry it, when it is still raw, they did not coat it with any cornstarch at all. Yeah. I just want to do some experiment today. If not every year, keep on repeating the same old thing again and again. Try something different. No harm. It's New Year, right? So far, so good. It doesn't break. The only thing I scared is it will break. It doesn't break so far. Nice. So the starch, the cornstarch I added just now, will give it a little bit of crispy crust outside. This is just a little bit of creativity from me, from Appa in 2026. To my surprise, none of the meat actually break out. First time trying this. Because like I said, normally people will actually fry this when it is still raw. But today I actually fry after it is fully steamed and cooked. And it doesn't break out. It comes out nicely. I think I don't even need to put in the cornstarch at all. You can fry it straight away. Okay? Look at the beautiful golden color. So I'm going to take it out and rest it on a piece of kitchen towel or oil absorbing paper at the side. It only takes me less than about 2-3 minutes. Right, like I mentioned earlier, I think you don't need to coat it with the cornstarch. The color may turn out even nicer. So I hope you like my very simple video today. No, actually this video is not simple at all. I just try my best to simplify it. It is a very troublesome dish, I have to admit. So I hope you like my very simple video. I hope you like my video today. If you like my video, do share my video on Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Happy Chinese New Year to everyone. Bye bye.